Right, here we are. Morning ramble and coffee. We're just gonna get our other screens going here because we can't tell what's happening without that, to be honest. Alright, we got that going. We want to discuss today some changes coming to Magic the Gathering Arena I'm very interested in. We're kind of excited to see it. They're bringing achievements coming in February 11th when the new set of cards comes out. And these achievements look very interesting. I think it's something that, because just the quest alone, if you're coming to Arena just to play, meeting the quest is getting old. Pretty much the same thing over and over again, but they're bringing out achievements, which I think you're going to see some changes in our streams, and we're going to be playing for these to win these achievements because it looks very interesting. We're going to show you what they're about as soon as I get these things going here for myself. I wish people would shut things down when they're done with them on my laptop here. Sorry, this will just take a minute. We didn't make a thumbnail for our ramble this morning. We don't really have any way to get in there and change it with this app anyway. We'll change the thumbnail after we're done. Which of the equipment here does not just that it wants to cooperate. Could be very sooner than I want. Very much sooner than I want. Alright, here we go. Anyway, we want to get into this. It looks interesting, like I said. Let's start from the beginning. Coming February 11th is they're bringing the new set of cards. Aetherdrift is coming out February 5th for a test ride. That's today. And we could pick that up on Twitch right now. Well, no, not right now. In about a couple hours, because it's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific time and we're on the East Coast. But here's the thing. Achievements are coming, and we're going to show you what achievements are about in a moment. This, to me, is exciting right here.
We're excited to announce achievements and titles are coming to MTG Arena with the release of Aetherdrift on February 11th. Check out Principal Game Designer Grant Reed's article introducing the achievement and titles system along with peeks at how it will look. We'll have more details on achievements and titles coming next week before the launch, so stay tuned for that.
All right, and that's just what we're going to do. We're going to check out the other article for the achievements. Achievements look very interesting to me. They really do. There's the achievements right here. They're excited to announce achievements. They're going to encourage exploration, and this holds true. I think this is going to happen. Provide engagement for content for everyone. Yeah, I think it's going to drive engagement really well. For sure. It doesn't. I don't think it's going to matter if you're a Brawl or not fan. Learning the fundamentals, these achievements are going to help you learn faster. That's a fact. Promote self-expression, that it sure will. I sure hope it promotes people to stop always going online to download deck lists and try out some of their own. I'm going to take it a step further. New titles and new cosmetics. I don't know that I see much in this. Titles are new cosmetics. Launching with the achievements you earn. Oh, your title. I see. Got ya. Your specific achievements. Once earned, you can equip, showing just how many you have earned, how many titles each time you launch. I see what it's saying right here. We can't wait to start exploring these achievements. This is great. As I looked at this, going for the gold is an achievement. Reaching gold rank, either constructed or limited. I'm assuming that's ranked for sure. A turn of events. Enter 5 events. Midweek Magician. Complete at least one midweek magic event. Well, there's only one midweek magic event each week, so I'm assuming these are monthly achievements. Splash, stylish spell slinger. Play a game with 4 or more cosmetics equipped. Yeah. First favorites. Favorite a visualization for each of the 5 basic land types. Orb Trader. Spend 5 mastery orbs. Well, that's a that one's a little tricky. Those orbs are very difficult to achieve unless you are actually purchasing the mastery pass. I've never achieved more than 3 out of the entire time since they've started doing the orbs in the last 2 sets of cards. Yeah, but it is. I guess that would be an achievement for sure. Anyway, I find that's going to be very exciting. I can't wait to try out the new set of cards. The Aetherdrift. I believe that's what it is. We may very well be there for 10 a.m. on Twitch. We might try to bring you some of the excitement. I don't know if I can make it exactly for the YouTube or the Twitch event, but we'll try to bring you what we can so we can show you the streamers event. That starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time. If you're not there yourself, you can catch it with us and catch our reactions. I somehow doubt that the achievements are going to be there since they're not available in the game. You're not going to be able to see what achievements are about. Pre-banning of Chrome mocks and historic. Yeah, you can't miss what you never had, right? So, so be it. This one is going to be banned right from the get-go. Chrome mocks. Crazy days, huh? Instead of making a card that's playable, they'd rather have it pre-banned. We have not seen a complete card list for this new set, but we have seen some of the new cards. They look really nice, and some of them got some pretty interesting synergies. Vehicles were, when they first came out, were kind of a thorn in my side. But it's going to be interesting to check it out and collect these, because even if I don't like to play these, even if I don't like to play against these cards, it looks like some of these are going to have some neat synergies that'll help make some decks more powerful. Or could. They stand a chance to. At least the ones that I've seen. So we're going to have to watch for this right here. These achievements. Yeah, they're going to be the bomb. That's what I say. And yeah, well, you'll be able to have your stuff displayed with your avatar. 21 titles that you can earn at the launch. So we're only seeing a small part of them in that article. I hope you guys will check that out. February 11th, I'm sure it'll be launched before noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm hoping that we can get the download early in the morning so we'll be able to play it at our normal time. But sometimes that just doesn't happen. What I think is that with all the updates we've already had, that the cards and everything are already installed, we'll just need a small update to turn everything on. That is my thinking anyway. I don't think I'm going to be able to find a Aetherdrift. I know they have some Aetherdrift decks in here on TGC Player for the pre-order decks, I should say. And they have a lot of them. They have Pioneer. I don't really see a whole lot of I don't have a whole lot of interest myself in Pioneer, but a lot of people really like Pioneer, and they're happy to see it in Arena. Maybe that change will be made in Arena too. They will change to add the Pioneer to the platform. Here he is. I wonder if this will... I don't think there was any cards in here to speak of. Yeah, there was. Bizarre's tomorrow's champion.
Basri tomorrow's champion. Legendary creature, Human Knight. Exert Basri. Create a 1/1 white cat creature token with lifelink. An exerted creature won't untap during your next untap step.
That's going to be a handy card. I don't know how much that's going to help the game, but cat cards are usually very powerful. I know in my white ramp up deck, a lot of my most powerful cards are cat cards. The Brightfield Glider, Vigilance.
Vigilance, whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. Saddle 3. Tap any number of other creatures you control with total power 3 or more. This mount becomes saddled until end of turn. Saddle only as a sorcery.
So, here, now we're here on the page. This was Basri, tomorrow's champion. Brightfield Glider, it's like a flying squirrel. Possum. Okay. So that is Punxsutawney Phil, flying groundhog. Late Shed Parry. Targeted creature gets 2/2 until the end of turn. That is going to be a power card for sure. Great for ramp up decks as well. Another white deck, another Plains deck to hate on, because I really don't like ramp up decks at all. White ramp up decks. Almost seems to me that white, it's its only power is ramp up. Other than that, it would be forgotten. Light Wheel is an enchantment. This is an enchantment or a vehicle card. Obviously, I think they're all vehicle cards because it's a new card set. But this one points it out specifically.
Enchant creature or vehicle, start your engines. If you have no speed, it starts at 1. It increases once on each of your turns when an opponent loses life. Max speed is 4. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 and has vigilance.
It's a nesting bot. It's a 1/1 creature.
Start your engines. If you have no speed, it starts at 1. It increases once on each of your turns when an opponent loses life. Max speed is 4. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token.
So this one replaces itself if it dies. That's going to be handy. Voyager Glide Car. This is a 2/3. That's it's not really too heavy on the mana range. Get used to that really quick.
When this vehicle enters, scry 1. Tap 3 other untapped creatures you control. Until end of turn, this vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. Put a +1/+1 counter on it.
are tapping everything else. I kind of veer away from them cards. So this, they can't. I guess they do have their place. So if I've got a board full of heavyweight cards, why do I want to tap them to give this a 1+1 and flying? The only thing is if you have to protect yourself because the other guy has a lot of firepower on the board, the flying at least gets you one hit. It's like it gives you a one-hit wonder, I guess. I don't know. Bulwark Ox. That's a 2/2. That's not a bad deal. This is another ramp up card, I suppose.
Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Sacrifice this creature. Creatures you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Saddle 1. Tap any number of other creatures you control with total power 1 or more. This mount becomes saddled until end of turn. Saddle only as a sorcery.
Canyon Volter. I don't know. What the heck is going on here?
Canyon Vaulter looks like it will be a key piece of any deck built around vehicles/mounts. A high power, cheap creature is already something these decks will be interested in. There's a risk of winding up with too many vehicles, but there's no limit to how many quality creatures like Canyon Vaulter you can have. I'll be jumping to spend a high pick on this. The bonus flying ability will let you push past opposing defenses and really put the pedal to the metal. Imagine curving Bulwark Ox into Canyon Vaulter.
Collision Course.
Collision Course is a totally fair and reasonable removal spell. It suffers from being a sorcery, as it's great to kill vehicles and mounts after an opponent has invested into crew/saddle. There's also the risk of having an awkward draw and being unable to kill an opposing threat, which means there might be an upper limit on how many you want. On day 1, I'd be careful playing more than 2 copies in a normal deck. Still, destroying artifacts gives you plenty of options in Aetherdrift, so you'll be happy to have this far more often than it disappoints you.
Glory Links. Well, that's not too bad. 2/3 card. I could deal with that.
Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, search your library for a basic Plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Saddle 2. Tap any number of other creatures you control with total power 2 or more. This mount becomes saddled until end of turn. Saddle only as a sorcery.
Interface Ace.
Interface Ace is a cool card with some interesting tension. Decks full of vehicles/mounts will like it due to its ability to crew/saddle. On the other hand, those decks tend to be aggressive and won't be able to use a 0/4 body on its own. Overall, this card does enough that I think you'll want it sometimes. You can play one copy in a deck with at least 5 vehicles/mounts, just to guarantee you're always able to crew/saddle. Alternatively, you can play it in a mid-range deck, so that you can crew/saddle, and still have a blocker in a racing situation.
Interesting. Skyseer Chariot.
Skyseer's Chariot is a sweet vehicle that hits hard, while also having a disruptive Phyrexian Revoker-style effect on the opponent. In Limited, the taxing ability isn't super likely to shut down multiples of the same card, or to lock an opponent out of their primary game plan. These things might happen in Constructed. However, in a vehicle/mount set, the odds that you'll find a relevant card to choose from are actually pretty high.
Spot Cycle Scooter.
When this vehicle enters Scry 2, look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them on the bottom, and the rest on top in any order. Crew 1. Tap any number of creatures you control with total power 1 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn.
Air Response Unit.
Air Response Unit looks like a fairly middle-of-the-road vehicle. Vigilance is nice for those games where both players are trying to crew and attack every turn.
Cloudspire Captain.
Cloudspire Captain is a really nice lord for vehicles/mounts. In addition to making all of your stuff into larger threats, it can also crew/saddle just about anything. This means it can provide value turn after turn without needing to be risked in combat.
So the cards in this set, to me, anyway, with experience I have, it sincerely looks like they are going to add value to other decks you might have, more than make a deck of its own. But I'm sure there are going to be some arena cowboys out there who try to make these aggravating ramp-up decks, and no doubt they'll find a way. Like I said, later on today, we may try to come live again when the player's pre-stream event is on. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is in about 2 or 3 hours from now. It's what, 10:30? So yeah, 3 or 4 hours actually. And we'll try to bring that to you live when it's available. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not letting me switch my it's playing hard to get. It's not letting me change do you want to go get that, Miss Ellie? Hello? Hey, what's up? What? Ellie's up and drinking. A little bit. She's been up for a little bit, a couple minutes, 5 minutes or so. Quiet. But she did run to get the phone from me, so. Are you doing better? Drinking up while it's there. Yep. Yep. That's about it here for now. It's 6 rate. I do the better than a week's supply left. I just wanted to remind you because I know you already said you were looking for a cheaper source. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel better when I take a trip too. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh my God. All right, we're back. And we were getting ready to end this anyway, and it's not letting me for some reason. Oh, there we go. Jeez, wouldn't let me switch before. Anyway, we are going to end this. We will be back. We're definitely going to do some magic in a little bit. So you might want to watch for that. And we may be back with the streamers live event on Twitch. Until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.